Hi. I'm so happy you are here. Today we will talk about focus. Focus means paying attention to one thing without getting distracted. Many people find this hard. Phones, messages, noise, and even thoughts can make it difficult. But here's the good news: focus is a skill. You can learn it. You can get better with practice. Focus is very important. Imagine you want to learn English. If you focus, you can learn faster. If your mind is busy with many things, you learn slowly. Your brain works best when it does one thing at a time. You can train your brain to focus. To do this, you need the right habits, space, and mind. One easy trick is the distraction notebook. When a distracting thought comes, write it down. Your brain feels happy because it knows you will remember it later. Then, return to your work. Another trick is small goals. Instead of saying, "I will learn English today," say, "I will learn 5 new words." Small goals are easier. They help you feel good when you finish them. Your body is very important too. Sleep helps your brain focus. Eat healthy food. Drink water. Exercise helps your brain and body. Even a short walk can help you focus better. Another trick is mindfulness. Mindfulness means noticing what is happening now. For example, notice your breath or the sounds around you. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back to what you are doing. This practice makes your focus stronger. Your environment matters a lot. A clean desk helps your brain focus. Remove things that distract you. Use headphones or play soft music if it helps you concentrate. Small changes in your space can make a big difference. Time management is also important. Use the Pomodoro technique: work 25 minutes without distraction, then rest for 5 minutes. Repeat this 4 times, then take a longer break. This trains your brain to focus in short, strong periods. Multitasking is bad for focus. Doing many things at once makes your brain tired and slows you down. Focus on one thing at a time. You will finish faster and do better work. Stress and worries make focus harder. When you are nervous, your mind cannot pay full attention. Use simple tricks to calm down. Take deep breaths, stretch, walk, or write down your worries. These actions help your mind relax and return to focus. Motivation is good, but it is not always enough. Discipline is more important. Discipline means doing the work even if you don't feel like it. Daily habits and routines help build discipline. Over time, your brain learns to focus automatically. Small rewards help focus too. After finishing a task, give yourself a reward. Maybe a short break, a snack, or a walk. Rewards teach your brain that focus feels good, and this makes it easier to repeat. Flow is a very powerful idea. Flow is when you are fully involved in a task, time feels short, and work is easy. To get flow, choose a task that is not too easy, not too hard. Remove distractions. Focus fully on the task. Flow helps you do your best work. Visualizing your work helps too. Imagine finishing the task. Imagine yourself focused and successful. This practice prepares your brain. Many top performers use visualization every day to stay focused and confident. Procrastination is normal. Most people avoid hard or uncomfortable tasks. The trick is to start small. Do just 5 minutes. After starting, you will often continue longer. Momentum helps focus. Another way to improve focus is to control your phone and computer. Phones and apps can distract you very easily. One trick is to turn off notifications. Only check messages or social media at set times. You can also use apps that block distractions while you work. At first, it might feel strange, but your brain will get used to it. You will be able to focus much better. It helps to group similar tasks together. This is called task batching. For example, answer all emails at one time, then do your calls together. This stops your brain from switching between different tasks too often. Every switch uses energy and reduces focus. By batching tasks, You save energy and can focus better on important work. Focus works better when you know your best hours. Some people focus well in the morning, some in the afternoon. Watch your energy during the day. Do your hardest tasks during your best hours. Leave easy or routine tasks for the times when you are tired. This helps your brain use energy wisely. Short breaks are very important. Your brain cannot focus for hours without rest. Even 2 or 3 minutes to stretch, walk, or breathe deeply can refresh your mind. These mini breaks make your next session more productive. Let's talk about small steps. Big tasks can feel scary and make you avoid them. Break big tasks into small pieces. For example, instead of write an essay, say, write the introduction, or write 3 sentences. Completing small steps gives your brain a sense of success. This feeling motivates you to keep going. Your words to yourself are important. If you think, I cannot do this, it is hard to focus. Replace negative thoughts with positive words, like, I can focus for the next 20 minutes, or, I can finish this task. Positive self-talk makes your brain more ready to pay attention. Visual cues help your focus too. A clean desk, a note with your main goal, or a small picture that reminds you of your task can guide your attention. These little reminders help your brain stay on track. Another way to improve focus is to use curiosity. Your brain pays more attention when something is interesting. Try to make your task fun or interesting. For example, when learning English, read a story you like or watch a video about your favorite hobby in English. If the task is fun, your brain focuses more easily. Move your body to help your brain. Sitting for hours makes your mind tired. Stand, stretch, or take a short walk. Physical movement increases blood flow and makes your brain ready to focus again. You can also use a daily ritual. Do the same things before starting work. For example, make a cup of tea, open your notebook, or play soft music. When your brain sees the same ritual every day, it learns, now it's time to focus. This makes concentration easier. Reflection at the end of the day helps too. Ask yourself, when was I most focused today? What distracted me? What worked well? Writing these answers helps you understand your brain. Over time, you learn how to focus better. Stress can reduce focus a lot. When your mind worries, it cannot pay attention. Use simple ways to calm down. Take deep breaths. Stretch. Walk. Write your worries on paper. This frees your mind so it can focus again. Small rewards help your brain. After finishing a task, give yourself a little reward. Maybe a snack, a short walk, or a few minutes of fun. Rewards teach your brain that focusing is good and enjoyable. Let's talk about flow again. Flow is a state where your mind is fully in the task. You feel happy, time passes fast, and work is easy. To get flow, pick a task that is not too easy or too hard. Remove distractions. Focus fully. Flow helps you do your best work. Even visualization can help. Imagine yourself finishing the task. Imagine feeling happy and imagine yourself finishing the task. Imagine feeling happy and proud because you stayed focused. This picture in your mind helps your brain believe it is possible. Many athletes and successful people use visualization to improve their focus. You can do the same every day before you start working. Another important idea is energy management. Focus is not just about time, it is also about energy. If you are tired, even 1 hour of work feels heavy. But if you are full of energy, you can do a lot in 1 hour. Sleep well, eat good food, drink enough water, and move your body. These small habits give you energy. With energy, your brain can focus much better. Let's talk about saying no. Sometimes we lose focus because we say yes to too many things. If you agree to every request, you will not have time or energy for your own goals. Learn to say no politely. Protect your time and focus. Your brain can only give full attention to a few things each day. Use that attention for what matters most. Practice makes focus stronger. At first, it might be very hard to sit and concentrate. But just like exercise, the more you practice, the stronger you get. Start small, focus for 10 minutes. Then increase the time step by step. Soon, you will notice that your brain can stay with a task for much longer. Here's a small exercise you can try right now. Sit quietly. Close your eyes. Focus on your breathing. Inhale slowly, exhale slowly. Count your breaths. When your mind wanders, gently bring it back to your breath. Do this for 2 minutes. This is focus training. It looks simple, but it builds a stronger mind. Focus also needs clear goals. If you don't know what you want, your brain will wander. Write your goals every morning. They can be big goals, like learn English, but also small goals, like learn 5 new words today. When your brain sees a clear goal, it is easier to stay focused. Think about the difference between a flashlight and a laser. A flashlight spreads light everywhere. A laser shines in one direction only, very strong. Your brain is like that. When you focus on one thing, your energy is like a laser. That is when you do your best work. Another tip, remove temptations. If chocolate is on your desk, you will want to eat it. If your phone is in your hand, you will want to check it. Make distractions hard to reach. Put your phone in another room. Block websites that waste your time. Create an environment that supports focus. Gratitude helps with focus too. When you feel thankful, your mind becomes calmer and less worried. Take 1 minute each day to write 3 things you are thankful for. A calm mind can focus more easily than a stressed mind. Sometimes, focus means choosing deep work over shallow work. Shallow work is easy but not very important. Like checking emails. Deep work is difficult but important, like studying, writing, or creating. Try to spend more time on deep work. This is where you grow and achieve your goals. Remember, multitasking is a lie. Many people think they can do 2 or 3 things at the same time. But science shows the brain cannot focus on more than one important task. You only switch quickly between tasks, and each switch costs energy. So, finish one thing before starting the next. If you ever feel stuck, try the 5-minute rule. Tell yourself, I will do this task for only 5 minutes. Most of the time, after 5 minutes, you will continue longer. The hardest part is starting. This trick helps you begin, and once you begin, focus becomes easier. Finally, remember that focus is not about being perfect. Some days you will focus well, other days you won't. That is normal. The goal is to practice and improve step by step. Each day you train your focus, you build a stronger brain. Over time, you will notice big changes in your life. Here is another simple idea: start your day with focus. The first hour of your day is very powerful. If you begin your morning by checking social media or watching random videos, your brain becomes distracted quickly. But if you start with reading, writing, studying, or exercise, your brain learns to focus early. The way you begin the day sets the tone for the rest of the day. You can also create a focus playlist. Some people like soft music, some prefer nature sounds, and some like silence. Try different sounds and see what works for you. Once you find your favorite, use it every time you study or work. Your brain will start to connect that sound with focus. Lighting and space affect your focus too. A dark, messy room can make you sleepy and lazy. A clean, bright room makes you alert and ready. Open your window, let in light, or work in a tidy place. Small changes in your space can give you more focus. Let's talk about food and drinks for focus. Heavy, sugary food can make you sleepy. But balanced food, like vegetables, fruit, nuts, and water, keeps your brain clear. Coffee or tea can help some people, but too much can make you nervous. Try to notice how your body feels after eating. Choose the food that helps you stay awake and focused. Here's another exercise, single task training. Pick one simple activity, like eating a fruit. When you eat it, focus only on the fruit. Notice the color, the smell, the taste. Don't use your phone, don't watch TV. Just focus. This trains your brain to enjoy one thing at a time. Sometimes, focus means removing mental clutter. If you have too many things in your head, it is hard to pay attention. Take 5 minutes to write down everything you are thinking about, tasks, worries, ideas. Once it's on paper, your brain feels lighter. Then you can choose the most important thing to work on. Your posture also matters. If you lie in bed, your brain wants to sleep. If you sit up straight in a chair, your brain knows it's time to work. Your body position sends messages to your brain. That is why having a good study or workspace makes a big difference. Sometimes we think focus is about fighting distractions. But often it's about making the task attractive. If you hate the task, your brain will escape. Try to connect the task with your goals or dreams. For example, if you study English, think, "This will help me travel," or "This will help me get a better job." When the task feels meaningful, focus becomes easier. Also, use the power of accountability. Tell a friend or family member your goal. For example, "I will study English for 30 minutes today." When someone else knows, you feel more responsible, and this pressure helps you focus. You can even study with a partner and keep each other on track. Another idea is to use timers. When you see the clock ticking, your brain feels urgency. Try setting a timer for 20 or 25 minutes. Focus fully until the timer rings. You will be surprised how much you can do in a short, focused block of time. Don't forget the role of rest and play. Your brain cannot be serious all the time. After work or study, give yourself time to relax, laugh, or play. This balance keeps your brain healthy. A happy brain can focus better than a tired, stressed brain. Sometimes focus means changing your environment completely. If you cannot focus at home, go to a library, a cafe, or even a quiet park. A new place can wake up your brain and help you concentrate again. Finally, remember that focus grows slowly. Do not expect to change overnight. But if you train every day, even for 10 minutes, your ability to focus will become stronger and stronger. 1 year of practice will give you amazing results. Sometimes the reason we cannot focus is because we try to do too much. Our brain gets tired when the to-do list is too long. One powerful trick is to choose your top 3 tasks for the day. Just 3. If you finish more, that's great, but if you finish your 3 main tasks, you will feel successful. Your brain likes clear, simple goals. Another tip is to use visual progress. For example, put a checklist on your desk. Every time you finish a task, check it off. Or use a jar with small objects, and move one from one jar to another each time you finish something. Seeing progress makes your brain happy and keeps you focused. Let's talk about energy cycles. Your brain cannot focus for hours without rest. Think of your brain like a battery. It charges when you sleep, eat, or relax. It drains when you study, work, or stress. Learn to notice when your battery is low. Instead of forcing focus, take a short break to recharge. Then come back stronger. A fun method is the 2-minute rule. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it right away. This stops small things from building up and stealing your attention later. For example, if washing a cup takes 2 minutes, do it now. Then your mind will be free to focus on bigger tasks. Another trick is habit stacking. This means you add a new habit next to an old one. For example, if you drink coffee every morning, use that moment to also write your focus goal for the day. Old habits help support new habits. Over time, this makes focusing a natural part of your day. Here's something powerful: decide your why. Why do you want to focus? Why do you want to study, or work, or learn English? If your reason is strong, your focus will be strong. Maybe your why is a dream job, or traveling, or helping your family. Write it down. Look at it often. This will remind your brain why staying focused is important. Also, try delayed gratification. This means you wait for a bigger reward instead of taking a small one right now. For example, you want to check your phone while studying. Instead, tell yourself, I will check my phone after I finish this page. You train your brain to wait, and this makes your focus much stronger. Breathing exercises are simple but powerful. Try this: breathe in slowly for 4 seconds, hold your breath for 4 seconds, breathe out for 4 seconds, hold again for 4 seconds. Do this a few times. This calms your mind and prepares it to focus. Another idea is time blocking. Choose blocks of time for certain tasks. For example, 9 to 10 a.m. for reading, 10 to 11 a.m. for writing, 11 to 12 for study. When you give your brain a clear schedule, it is easier to focus. Without a plan, the brain jumps around. Let's not forget about self-compassion. Sometimes you will lose focus. That is normal. Don't be angry at yourself. Just notice it, smile, and bring your attention back. Being kind to yourself helps you stay calm, and a calm mind focuses better. Here's a small game, the focus jar. Every time you stay focused for a block of time, put a coin or a small note in a jar. After a week, look at your jar. You will see proof of your focus. This makes you proud and motivates you to continue. Your environment can also give you signals. For example, use one spot only for work or study. When you sit there, your brain knows, this is focus time. When you leave that spot, your brain relaxes. Separating spaces helps your brain switch more easily between focus and rest. Finally, remember, focus is freedom. When you can control your attention, you control your life. You choose what to give your energy to. This makes you stronger, happier, and closer to your dreams. Let me share a story with you. There was a student who wanted to learn English. Every day, she opened her book, but after 5 minutes, she checked her phone. She felt bad because she could not focus. One day, she decided to try a new method. She put her phone in another room and used a small timer for 20 minutes. At first, it was hard. She wanted to stop. But she told herself, just 5 more minutes. Slowly, she built the habit. After 2 weeks, she could study for 40 minutes without checking her phone. After 2 months, she felt stronger, more confident, and she was learning English much faster. The lesson here is simple: focus grows when you practice, just like a muscle. Another example: a writer wanted to finish a book. Every time he tried, he felt distracted. So, he created a routine. Every morning, he made coffee, sat at the same desk, and wrote for 1 hour. He didn't always write perfectly, but he showed up every day. After 1 year, he finished his book. Focus is not about magic. It is about small, daily actions that add up over time. Now let's talk about the mindset of focus. Many people believe focus means fighting against distractions. But in reality, focus is about choosing what matters most. If you love what you are doing, focus comes naturally. Think of a child playing a video game. Hours pass, and the child doesn't even notice. Why? Because the task is fun. If you can make your study or work feel meaningful or enjoyable, focus becomes much easier. Here is a simple exercise. Before you start your task, ask yourself, why is this important for me? Maybe it helps your future, maybe it helps your family, maybe it brings you closer to your dream. When you remember your why, your brain gives you more energy to focus. Distractions will always exist. Phones, people, noise, even your own thoughts. You cannot remove them completely. But you can control your response. For example, when a thought comes, instead of following it, you can write it down and return to your task. Over time, your brain learns that you are the boss, not your distractions. Let's try another focus game. Sit down with a book or article in English. Read 1 paragraph. Then stop and ask yourself, what did I just read? Say it in your own words. This exercise forces your brain to pay attention. If your mind was wandering, you will notice. This is how you train focus while also improving your English. Another key is consistency. 1 day of focus will not change your life. But 100 days of practice will. Imagine if you focused for 1 hour every day for 1 year. That is 365 hours. That's more than 15 full days of focus. You can learn a language, write a book, or master a skill in that time. Small steps add up to big results. You can also try visual reminders. For example, write "focus" on a sticky note and place it on your desk. Or use a wallpaper on your computer with a motivational quote. Every time you see it, your brain remembers, stay on task. These small reminders are like little coaches that push you to keep going. Let's talk about the environment of success. If your friends or family distract you, explain to them, "This time is important for me. Please let me work." You can also use signals, like wearing headphones or closing your door, to show you are in focus mode. When people respect your focus time, it becomes easier to stay concentrated. One more important thing: don't wait to feel ready. Many people think, "I will focus when I feel motivated." But motivation comes after you start, not before. The simple act of beginning creates energy. Remember, action first, motivation later. And here's something funny: sometimes, boredom is good for focus. If you allow your brain to be bored, it will look for something meaningful to do. But if you are always busy with your phone or entertainment, your brain never learns how to stay with one thing. Try sitting quietly for a few minutes without any device. It may feel strange, but it trains your brain to enjoy stillness. This helps focus a lot. Sometimes, focus is not about doing more. It is about doing less. When you say yes to everything, your brain becomes too busy. You cannot focus well. So, learn to say no to things that do not matter. For example, if a friend calls you during study time, you can say, "Sorry, I will call you later." This shows respect for your own time. Focus is also about habits. Habits are small actions you do again and again. When you make focus a habit, it becomes natural. For example, if you always start your study with the same routine, your brain knows it is time to focus. Maybe your routine is: sit at your desk, open your notebook, drink water, and begin. When you repeat this, your brain learns to enter focus mode faster. Another useful idea is the one thing rule. Do one thing at a time. If you try to do many things, you do nothing well. Imagine cooking while watching TV while sending texts. You will not enjoy cooking, and your food may even burn. But if you focus only on cooking, your food will be delicious. The same is true for learning or working. Focus also grows when you feel calm. Stress makes your mind jump around. When you are stressed, it feels like your brain is full of noise. A simple way to calm down is to take deep breaths. Breathe in slowly. Breathe out slowly. Do this a few times, and you will feel more relaxed. A calm mind can focus better. Sometimes, focus means taking breaks. You cannot focus forever. Your brain needs rest. A good method is called the Pomodoro technique. Work for 25 minutes, then rest for 5 minutes. After 4 rounds, take a longer break, maybe 15 to 30 minutes. This method keeps your brain fresh. Another way to build focus is to remove small decisions. Every small choice uses your brain's energy. If you spend energy choosing clothes, choosing food, choosing music, you have less energy for important work. So, make some choices simple. For example, eat the same breakfast most days. Or prepare your clothes the night before. This saves energy for real focus. Your environment also sends signals to your brain. If your room is messy, your brain feels messy. If your space is clean, your brain feels ready. So, clean your desk before you start. Put away things that are not needed. Create a space that says, "This is where I focus." Focus also grows when you use rewards. The brain loves rewards. When you finish a task, give yourself something nice. For example, if you study for 30 minutes, you can drink a cup of tea, listen to music, or take a short walk. This makes your brain connect focus with happiness. Over time, your brain will want to focus more, because it knows a reward is waiting. Another helpful tool is setting limits with technology. Phones, computers, and apps are very useful, but they can also steal your attention. One way is to turn off notifications. When your phone makes a sound, your brain wants to look. If you silence it, you remove many small distractions. You can also use apps that block social media while you study. This makes it easier to stay focused. Focus is not always about working harder. Sometimes it is about working smarter. If you are tired, do not try to force focus. Take a nap, or rest. After resting, your brain will be sharp again. Think of your brain like a battery. It cannot run forever. It needs to recharge. Sleep and rest are how you charge your brain battery. Focus also depends on your goals. When your goal is clear, your focus becomes strong. If your goal is weak, your focus disappears. For example, if you say, "I want to learn English," that is very big and unclear. But if you say, "I want to learn 10 new words today," that is clear. The brain likes clear goals. They give direction. Another way to focus better is to make tasks fun. If you only use boring methods, you will lose attention. Try new ways. If you want to learn English, listen to music in English, watch short videos, or play word games. Fun keeps your brain active. When you enjoy something, focus feels natural. You can also use your imagination. Before starting a task, imagine yourself doing it well. Picture yourself sitting, calm, and focused. This mental picture prepares your brain. It is like telling your brain, "This is what we are going to do." Imagination is powerful because the brain reacts to pictures almost like reality. Focus can also grow with gratitude. When you feel thankful, your mind becomes calm. Stress makes focus harder, but gratitude makes it easier. Take a moment each day to say, "I am thankful for my family, my health, my chance to learn." This creates a positive mind, and a positive mind can focus better. Focus also grows when you start small. Many people wait for the perfect time to focus. They think, "I need the right mood, the right place, the right energy." But the truth is, you just need to start. Even 2 minutes of focus can make a big difference. When you start small, your brain warms up. Soon, 2 minutes become 10, and 10 minutes become 1 hour. The hardest part is always the beginning. Another way to improve focus is to use music wisely. Some people focus better with soft background music. Others need silence. Try different things and see what helps you most. Calm, instrumental music is often the best, because it does not have words that pull your attention away. You can also try sounds of nature, like rain or waves. These sounds relax the mind and make focus easier. Your focus can also improve if you take care of your body posture. When you sit up straight, your brain becomes more alert. If you lie down while working, your body thinks it is time to sleep, not focus. So, sit in a strong position. Keep your back straight, feet on the floor, and shoulders relaxed. A strong posture helps create a strong mind. Focus also depends on practice. Just like muscles in your body, focus grows when you train it. If you never practice focusing, your attention will stay weak. But if you train every day, even for a short time, your focus will grow stronger. Think of it like exercise for the brain. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. You can also improve focus by asking yourself good questions. Instead of saying, "Why can't I focus?" say, "How can I make this easier to focus on?" Your brain listens to your questions. When you ask better questions, your brain finds better answers. For example, if you are bored while reading, you can ask, "How can I make this interesting?" Maybe you read out loud, or you explain the text to yourself like you are teaching a friend. Suddenly, your focus comes back. Another way is to control your energy during the day. Notice when your focus is strongest. For many people, focus is best in the morning. For others, it may be late at night. Use your best time for your most important work. Do not waste your best focus hours on small or unimportant tasks. Protect your high-energy time. Focus can also improve if you create rituals. A ritual is a small action you always do before focusing. It tells your brain, "Now it's time to work." For example, maybe you light a candle, drink tea, or play the same calm song. After some time, your brain connects this ritual with focus, and it becomes easier to enter the zone. Finally, remember that focus is not about perfection. You will get distracted sometimes. Everyone does. The goal is not to never lose focus. The goal is to return to focus quickly. When you notice your mind wandering, smile, and gently bring it back. Do not be angry with yourself. Each time you return, you are training your focus. And each return makes you stronger. Focus also grows when you reduce multitasking. Many people think doing many things at once saves time. But in truth, multitasking makes you slower. Your brain cannot do two hard things at the same time. It only switches quickly between tasks. This switching makes you lose energy and attention. If you want to focus deeply, give one task your full attention. Finish it, then move to the next one. You will be faster and less tired. Another key to focus is clarity. Ask yourself, what exactly am I trying to do right now? If your answer is unclear, your mind will wander. But if your goal is clear, your focus becomes sharp. For example, instead of saying, "I will study English today," say, "I will learn 5 new words and write 3 sentences with them." This clear goal gives your brain a target. Focus always follows clarity. You can also use the first step method. When you feel lazy, do not think about the whole task. Just think about the first small step. For example, if you need to write, just open your notebook. If you need to read, just pick up the book. Once you do the first step, your brain will often continue. Starting is the hardest part, but after the start, focus comes more easily. Focus improves when you work with meaning. If a task feels meaningless, your brain will fight against it. But if you connect the task to your bigger dream, it feels important. For example, maybe learning English is not just about grammar. It is about talking to new people, getting a better job, or traveling the world. When you connect focus to your dream, your energy grows. You can also train your focus with short exercises. One exercise is the candle method. Light a candle, and watch the flame. Keep your eyes on it for 2 minutes. When your mind wanders, bring it back. This trains your brain to return to one thing. Another exercise is listening. Sit quietly and listen to the sounds around you. Notice them one by one. This trains your attention. Focus also grows when you avoid decision fatigue. Decision fatigue means your brain gets tired from too many choices. To save focus, make some things automatic. Focus is also easier when you reduce clutter in your digital life. If your phone has many apps, remove the ones you don't use. If your laptop desktop is full of files, organize them. A clean digital space makes your brain calmer. When your tools are simple, your mind can be simple too. Another way to improve focus is to use short challenges. For example, challenge yourself, I will study for 10 minutes without looking away. After you succeed, try 15 minutes, then 20. These short challenges are like training for your attention. Slowly, your focus grows stronger. Focus also improves when you celebrate progress. Don't wait until the big goal is finished. Celebrate the small wins. If you studied for 20 minutes, smile and say, "Good job." If you finished a page, reward yourself. Celebrating progress gives your brain motivation. Motivation makes focus easier. Finally, remember, focus is not magic. It is practice. Every time you return to your task after being distracted, you are training. Over time, this training makes you powerful. Even if today feels hard, tomorrow will be easier. Keep going. Step by step, your focus will grow. My friend, let's continue our journey about focus. You are still here, and that shows something important. It shows that you are serious about learning and about growing. Most people get distracted quickly, but you are still listening. That is already practice. That is already focus. So give yourself a small smile right now. You are doing great. Now, let me tell you something interesting. Did you know that your brain loves to follow a clear path? When the path is simple, your brain walks easily. But when the path is confusing, your brain stops and looks around. That is why having a clear plan helps your focus so much. Imagine you are walking in a forest. If there is a clear road, you can keep walking with no problem. But if the road disappears, you stop, you get lost, and maybe you go back. Your study, your work, your life goals, they are like that forest. If you give your brain a clear road, it will move forward without stress. If the road is not clear, you will lose focus. So how do we make a clear road for the brain? We make small steps. Tiny steps. For example, instead of saying, I will study English for 3 hours today, you can say, I will read 1 page right now. That is a clear road. And after 1 page, maybe you feel good and read another. But even if you only read 1, you won. You focused. Now, let's do a little exercise together. Wherever you are, think of something you want to do today. Just one thing. Maybe it is reading, maybe listening, maybe writing. Now break it into the smallest step possible. If you want to read, the small step is, open the book and read 1 paragraph. If you want to listen, the small step is, press play and listen for 2 minutes. If you want to write, the small step is, write 1 sentence. That is all. Easy, right? Yes. And when you finish, you will feel proud, because you did what you promised. That feeling of success will make your focus stronger. Let me share another story with you. There was a woman who wanted to start running. But every time she thought about running 5 kilometers, she felt lazy and lost focus. It was too big. So she tried something new. She told herself, I will just put on my running shoes and walk outside. That was her only goal. And guess what? When she put on her shoes and walked outside, she usually felt like running a little. Some days she ran for 5 minutes, some days 20 minutes. But because she made the first step small, she never lost focus. Slowly, she became a runner. This is the secret. Small steps keep your focus alive. Big steps kill your focus because they scare the brain. So from today, I want you to remember this phrase, one small step. Say it with me, one small step. Yes, that is the road to focus, and that's it. Now you know exactly how to train your brain to focus, stay consistent, and actually get things done. Remember, focus isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter. Even small changes like putting your phone away, breaking tasks into steps, and giving yourself short breaks can make a huge difference. So here's my challenge for you: starting today, pick just one of these focus techniques and practice it. Once it becomes a habit, stack another one on top. Step by step, you'll see how much more productive and calm you become. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs a little boost in focus too. And tell me in the comments, which focus trick are you going to start with today? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.